So the next morning on the 22nd of April, you guys, they find Jade's dead body, you guys, on arrival. They find Jade's dead body. She was shot 3 times in the chest, you guys. There was a sense of struggle. It was described that the scene was quite gruesome for such a young lady to have been kidnapped and killed in that way. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Zinia and welcome back to Zinia Reacts. If you're new here, welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like, please, before we even get into the whole video. So today we will be looking into the case of Jade Panayitou. I hope I'm pronouncing that surname correctly, you guys. But if I don't, please just don't feel bad to just correct me down in the comment section. But yes, I thought I should do this video, and yeah, so without further ado, without blabbing too much, let's just get into the video. So Jade was a 28-year-old lady. She stayed in Port Elizabeth in the Eastern Cape of South Africa. She worked as a teacher at the Riebeek High School for Girls in Uitenhage. She was known to be a kind, loving, caring human being, you guys. She was absolutely adorable. Everybody loved her. Her pupils at school loved her. She was just an amazing person, or described to be an amazing person. Furthermore, you guys, she met the love of her life at the age of 18 years old, which is Christopher Panayitou, and they've been together ever since. They've been in a long-term relationship ever since, and yeah. Furthermore, you guys, from meeting her love of her life at 18 years old, she then goes off to marrying him. I mean, you guys, this is her dream husband. This is her man that she loved, that she adored, and everything just seemed to be so perfect for her. She had a dream job. She had friends and family that supported her. Everybody absolutely loved her. Her in-laws took her in as their own. She had a really all-around good relationship. She had a really good relationship with all of them. Herself and her husband were gonna go off, and I don't know if they actually bought the 2.2 million house in the suburbs of Port Elizabeth, where they were going to start up as a family and officially just be that married couple and build their own family together. So everything seems so perfect from the outside in, but little did we know, you guys, that things are actually as sour as it can get. So you guys, so her husband Christopher Panayitou, he is a 30-year-old guy. He's one of those handsome boys, and she was a really good looking woman. So they were really that power couple that everybody would be aspiring to be, rather from the outside in. And so he came from a well-off family, you guys. He owned her OK store, which was one of his, it was a family business, so he had one of the franchises. So he was running that. He was the boss of that store. And if you're in South Africa, you know that an OK store is rather one of the biggest supermarkets in South Africa. So he owned one of that. And he also had a bar or a restaurant on the side that he was also running. So he had pretty much good money. He comes from good money all around. So he comes from good money, you guys. Like, he is well taken care of. He probably just left off school and then boom into the family business. And yeah, no, so he had a lot of things going for him, you guys. So furthermore, you guys, it is said that at the OK store they did a recruitment, and that's when he recruited a young lady by the name of Chanel Coutts. And I hope I pronounced that correctly. If I don't, please guys, please, I apologize. I really do. So moving on, you guys. So apparently they then started having an affair, right? Yeah, the married guy started having an affair with his employee, literally the boss dating his worker, like his employee. So things got hectic, you guys. He started having this affair. He started dating Chanel, and They were not discreet about it at their workplace. Apparently, people said that it was becoming so obvious because the lovey-doveyness in the store, like people would notice. So everybody knew that he was married. Everybody knew his wife. So everybody also knew that this was an affair and this lady, Chanel, is dating a married man. So you guys know that this was a family business, so it wasn't a surprise or odd for his dad to come around and just come see how things are running in the business. So his dad would come by, and that's when he noticed that, whoa, my son is actually being too over friendly with this Chanel lady. And that's when he confronted Chris, and he was like, yo, listen, you can't be having this affair, you're about to get married. And at this point, you guys, he is engaged to Jade, while he's just started off with this affair of his. So during that time, his dad was like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you having an affair? You're about to get married to this beautiful lady. Like, what more do you want? Please cut it off. I'm not about this. And his dad was pro Jade, you guys. He took Jade as his own daughter, pretty much. And he didn't want to see her hurt. He felt like she didn't deserve that. And he knew that they've been in a long-term relationship, so he wants what's best for his son. So he right then and there said that if you don't end this affair, like, I'm cutting you off from the inheritance, like, you're not getting anything because you are just choosing the wrong thing in life. And I'm advising you now, if you don't choose your wife, I'm cutting you off, pretty much. So moving on, you guys, after the father said that, at the time he was still engaged to Jade. So in 2013, Mr. Chris, he goes on and he marries Jade. At this point, he's just doing it to satisfy his dad, because his dad was threatening him to remove him from his inheritance. So at this point, he's just doing it to satisfy his dad. So he gets married to Jade in 2013. They have this beautiful wedding. Everybody's so happy for him. And guys, you guys don't want to know, this guy is still dating Chanel. He's still having this affair since they were engaged. So it's been 3 years now where he is planning a wedding, getting married, and 3 years just dating this side piece, like the woman from that he just hired. So it's been 3 years now of their affair, 3 years of cheating, 3 years of lying, 3 years of living a double life. So things became hectic for him. And you guys, furthermore, it was told that he was having financial issues. Obviously, I mean, who can live a double life and be able to afford it perfectly? It cannot work in a real world. So apparently, you guys, this guy was in so much debt. He just took on a house of 2.2 million. Apparently, the store is not doing well. His bar slash nightclub, whatever, is not doing well. So things are being quite strenuous on him. So things are not looking good. Things are not looking good because he has, it's been told, you guys, that he would spoil his what can we call a side chick, or his mistress. He was spoiling his mistress, taking her out on B&B. Like, listen, 3 years of booking hotels, booking lavish vacations, buying expensive gifts. 3 years of booking guest house, 3 years of living in B&Bs. Like, that's a lot. Obviously, you're going to be in financial distress if you're going to splurge money on unnecessary things. So that's the deal that happened there. So their financial status came crashing down hard on Mr. Chris. Moving on, you guys, so Jade did have a best friend by the name of Charisse Swanepoel, and they were close, you guys. They went to high school together, and I heard that they went to separate universities, but then they reunited again when they were employed at the same school as teachers in a high school. So they were quite close, and where they both stayed in Port Elizabeth, and the school was in Utenek, which was approximately 50 to 60 kilometers outside of Port Elizabeth. So they created their own little lift club where they will be giving each other lifts, making turns, really going from and to work. So on this day, you guys, they always communicate via text or phone calls. So the one would always call that I'm on my way, the one would answer, okay, I'm outside waiting, and normally the wait would not be anything more than 3 to 4 minutes. So on this day, so on the 21st of April, you guys, the most fatal day where Jade disappears and gets murdered. Cherise texts her friend, not knowing she's texting a friend for the last time, and she's like, I'm on my way. And Jade responds saying that, okay, I'm outside. And Cherise even says that, I even asked her to maybe stay inside the house because it was drizzling on that day, and then she would just drive in her home complex and then just pick her up from her doorstep. And Jade insisted. She was like, no, don't stress, I'll wait for you outside, no worries, like I'm good. And Cherise was like, okay. So the last text Jade texted to Cherise was, okay, I'm outside, I'm waiting. And then Cherise responded, okay, I'm quickly at the garage, I'm quickly getting some fuel, and then we're good to go, I'll see you in a bit. When Cherise arrived at Jade's home outside her complex, she noticed that Jade was not there, and she found this to be extremely odd because Jade just told her that she was outside. So she thought, okay, maybe she just ran back inside to get something, until a few minutes became a bit too long, and she made a few phone calls to Jade and sending texts, which was all unanswered. Furthermore, you guys, she starts getting into a panic, like this is unlike Jade. You guys must know that these two friends they know their routine, so they would know when something is out of the ordinary, if anything should happen to the other one. So Cherise noticed that, okay, something's up, like something's not okay with Jade. Let me call the household. So she makes the phone call to the home, and she thought, okay, rather not. Then she realizes that she does have Chris's personal number, and she calls Chris, and she asks Chris, who is Jade's husband, where is Jade? And his response was like, what do you mean, where is Jade? She's gone to work. And she's like, no, she's not. And you know that we have a lift club, so I should be the one picking her up and taking her to work, remember? So that's when he was like, okay, you know what, something's up, you can come inside. So he remotely let her in through the gate, and then when Cherise entered the complex to the house, Chris was like, okay, something's wrong. They kept trying to call Jade, but Jade's phone went straight to voicemail. So with that, you guys, Chris, actor of the year, right? He jumps in his car looking for his wife, He's looking for his wife, knowing what he did, you guys. But anyway, so he gets into his car looking for his wife, helping Cherise look for the wife. And then they come across a police car, and they're like, please help us. I'm looking for my wife. She was outside the complex waiting for her coworker to pick her up. And when the coworker arrived, she wasn't there. So the police definitely thought that, okay, maybe something's wrong. So they keep searching around the neighborhood. And then, you guys, oh my goodness, Cherise, Chris, and also Jade's father, Derek, they all together now at this point, while everyone knows what's been going on, everyone's searching for Jade, but these three were together when they received a tip-off call saying that, no, they saw Cherise's ATM card being used in Kwanobuhle, which is a township in Uitenhage. So that search continues in that direction, but yeah, still no hope, still nothing. They still could not find Jade. At this point, you guys, same day the search intenses, you guys. The search intenses. Social media is going crazy. There's a hashtag find Jade and everybody's just searching. There's newspaper articles just looking for Jade, trying to find anyone who have any news. There was also a reward out of 50,000 rand up to 150,000 rand with any information of where Jade was. So it was crazy, you guys. The police sent out their they open up a search unit, they open up a flying squad and a canine unit searching everywhere where they could possibly find Jade, you guys, and still no luck that day. So the next morning on the 22nd of April, you guys, they find Jade's dead body, you guys, on arrival. They find Jade's dead body. She was shot 3 times in the chest, you guys. There was a sense of struggle. It was described that the scene was quite gruesome for such a young lady to have been kidnapped and killed in that way, you guys. It was quite sad. So she was found by the flying squad. They did see an unusual object somewhere in a gravel way of Uitenhage, and they just saw it and they just immediately knew that it was her body, and the body was then seen at or found at 10 a.m. that morning, you guys. So it was said that it was such a sad day in Port Elizabeth because everybody hoped that she would be found because everybody was intensely searching, and that's when they found out that no, she didn't make it the very next morning. After thorough investigation, you guys, the police then have leads that pointed finger towards Lutando Sioni, you guys, who was the bouncer at Chris's nightclub. And that's when they took him in for some questioning, and he cracked, you guys. He cracked and he confessed. He confessed that Jade's husband, Christopher, he was the one that asked him, do you know anyone that can take out my wife, that can murder my wife? I need a date like as soon as possible. And he was like, sure, okay, I can do that. But he explains that, you guys, he was intimidated. He was scared of Chris. Chris was known to be a bit rough, not rough, but he was scared that he was going to lose his job basically. So he had to do it. He had no choice, the way he would explain. So he then found someone. He found this hitman, and the hitman brought his 2 pull-alongs, or the rest of the 2 accused men, and they joined in. So there were a number of 3 men that was planning all of this with Chris. So Chris's master plan was that you guys should make sure you kill my wife, make it look like a robbery, and then you just murder her, you guys. Imagine this is your husband, your love, your true love, the man that you adore and love so much, saying this and planning this for you. You guys, with all of that, Chris offers the hitman, so Chris is the whole mastermind. He's telling them what to do and how the plan should go. So he offers them a value of 80,000 rand to murder his wife, you guys. So what they did was they silently then took a video and they planted it in Chris's car, and also a recording, hoping that he would confess. And guess what? He played right into the police's cards, you guys, and just take a look at this video of Chris's confession that would bring justice to Jade.
Why?
I don't know. Like, Babala called me and then he told me like police were there at my house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everything now is changing now.
But why are the police after you?
That's why I don't know. I think there's an informer somewhere somehow. You know.
Did these guys split?
Which one?
Your friend?
Yeah, Caesar.
Did they tell anything?
No, even them, they are on a run.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Because I told them they must not be here. That's why they are on a run.
Where are they going to?
I don't know, they didn't tell me. Because I even changed my SIM card. You know.
Yeah, but you need to change it again now.
Yeah, after
you need to stop phoning me.
Yeah, after this, I'm gonna stop. Like I'm gonna call you in your number.
Huh?
This one, okay?
What?
I'm gonna call you in the new number.
No, you're not. You just miscall me.
Okay, miss call you. Okay.
Don't phone me or SMS me.
So what's going on, boss?
I don't know, bro.
This thing, I didn't see that it's gonna be like this.
Yeah.
How much is this?
Plus minus 5.
How much is it?
So where are you going to now?
I'm going back to Jade's place. I'm worried about my family, you know, just was this thing I didn't know that it's gonna be like this. I thought it's gonna be easy, you know?
Yes, but why did they say to you when they fetched you the other day?
They fetch me and then they ask me questions.
Eh?
They
What
ask
did they
me
ask you?
fucking questions.
Eh?
Fucking questions.
Tell me.
Nothing serious, was
Did they ask you if you were involved?
yeah, sort of something like that.
So what did you say?
Yeah, no, I lost their way though. Those were stupid ones.
So
But
where
they
did they take you to?
Oh, they did like we went to what do you call this? There in the police station.
Yeah.
From there, they wrote my statement. So like they were asking, and then in my mind, it came like you told me must we were gonna be investigated.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was ready for that. Yeah, but I was not ready.
So why are you running away?
Now they keep coming to my house.
Did you take your phone anywhere?
That
No,
phone,
the other phone.
Yeah, I destroyed.
Did you?
Yeah, you told me to destroy it. Then I destroyed it.
Yes.
Yeah,
And the SIM card and everything.
everything. I'm not using.
Did you
Vodafone.
throw it away?
Yes, I'm not using Vodafone now. You see,
Okay.
I'm using this phone. This,
So they didn't ask you anything about me
no,
or if I'm involved with anything.
yeah, but I haven't. They asked you.
Eh?
Haven't they asked you yet?
Yes, they asked me, but now you've been phoning me all day and they're tracing my phone, Tando.
So the thing is, who could I call? Because I have no one to call.
I
cannot
know,
call.
okay, but now
No.
you must destroy it. Then I have to tell them you phoned me. Otherwise, they're going to think I'm involved.
Yeah.
So you need to destroy that phone now. The phone and the SIM card, my boy, both.
Yeah. 'Cause-
No,
no, man. No, don't trust me now.
I'm just checking.
Me, I don't trust you now because just they think that of the police that are coming to me.
I'm not sure my life. I didn't say, but they're obviously seeing who I've been phoning. They are tracking my phone and every number I phoned. They've investigated my family too.
Well, what Caesar did?
Somebody said something.
Yeah. Because this is like a murder thing now. It's not like a robbery or something.
But that's what I said to you. It became a kidnapping and then a murder instead of just making it a robbery outside the house.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Like every time I'm thinking about my family, you know, one, I'm thinking about Sianda, I'm thinking about the two little girls, you know, I'm thinking about my gym.
They went to search your house, Sianda,
Sianda, say so. You say?
but there's nothing there.
No, there's nothing.
Yo, so stop stressing.
I'm stressed now. Why? I'm sure I'm not stressed. I'm not safe anymore because I have to run away even from Sizwe. Because Sizwe, I told them also, they say that man was too legal, but now they are running away too. You know?
Yes, but it's because of them. Pandora. They made it. They made it the way they did. They made it so big. But they've run away, eh? How
Yeah.
many of them?
I don't. I
Is it-
only know Sizwe.
Is it black guys or colored guys too?
Sizwe is a black guy.
And the others?
I don't know if they how many were there. But I know Sizwe
Mm-hmm.
because I was communicating with Sizwe.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But I don't think Sizwe was working alone.
Okay, listen to me. I'm gonna report that you phoned me now.
And then they're gonna call me.
No, but you're gonna destroy the phone.
So you're gonna give me them my number.
Eh?
This number.
Yes. I have to handle the investigating. If I lie to them, they're gonna take me in. So I'm keep telling you, in half an hour I'm gonna phone the investigating officer. He was at my house now. Now that's why I can't talk to you all the time. And my uncle is all around me. So I'm gonna tell them that you came to see me, wanted to borrow money because people took you for questioning for steroids.
Yeah.
You need to go hide in Jeffries for a while
Yeah.
and keep quiet.
So you're gonna support my family.
Eh?
Sianda there, because Sianda, you know, is young and then he's still restless. You know more about the rent for the gym. Or supposed to rent
Yes,
the gym.
but I can't do anything now. I'm under investigation, so I can't just give over money all the time. So don't worry, me and Sianda will talk.
Yeah.
Okay? Are you going to hide out that side in Jeffries?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay a while there. Well, I guess I'm safe that side.
So I'm gonna say you must destroy your phone now, ne?
Yeah,
And the SIM card, and I'm gonna say you told me you're going to East London.
it's fine. So you're still gonna go to East London?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's gonna be fine.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna be okay as long as they never know about us, Tando.
Yeah.
I only ever helped you with the gym. I never did anything with you. I'll sort out your family. You hard low, okay?
Okay, sure.
You need to be gone for a few months till this thing calms down.
Okay, so I'm gonna, if I need something, I'm gonna just call you.
No, not on this number.
No, in your number.
You're gonna miss call me once, then you're gonna wait until
Yeah.
I get another phone and SIM card.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Alright.
Thank you.
Okay. There's about 5 there. Sort yourself out.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, just.
Because I'm all out now. This thing's cost me a lot of money. The family's also looking at me.
Serious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
This thing is not like, it's not a little thing.
No, because these boys made it big. I told you to let them do it outside the house and take the bags and the rings, and then they didn't take the watch or anything.
They just left everything.
They just left everything there. You see, so it looks like a hit now. So they are after me, and that's why I can't meet you just like this in front of people, Tando.
Okay.
Okay. Don't phone and don't SMS me. They're watching the SMSs because you said.
The reason that you SMSs you don't reply, and then me at the other side I'm hiding, and then like.
I know, but you need to give me time. So from now on, you just give me one missed call on this number first time and never again. Don't ever phone me or SMS me to this number because they are listening to us.
Even now.
Yeah, well, yes, I put it off.
Okay.
But you,
That's what you say even now.
no, but they listen. When you're talking on the phone, they're listening. That's why I have to report this now. Okay. All right, I'm gonna say going to East London.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you.
Okay. Cheers.
When I need you, I'm gonna miss call you.
Hey?
When I need you, I'm gonna miss call you. When I need you.
Yes, but then you wait for me to phone you.
So you guys saw in that video, it was quite sickening to watch. Like, he is so cool as a cucumber and he is just thinking that he can get away with it, you know, just playing it cool, like thinking it is absolutely nothing wrong with what he's doing. And apparently that same evening of the recording at 11 p.m, that's when they went and made his arrest, you guys. So I did watch the trial, not the whole bit, but just the sentencing trial of these 4 accused men. The judge went on and explained how he could not even see any sympathy from Chris towards his wife. He had no remorse, you guys. He was just sitting there stone cold, denying everything. He even went on and explained that no, his marriage was, he had a happy marriage at home, but we know that's not true, you guys, because Jade does have a written journal where she actually declares her sadness, and she literally wishes that she could be happy like other people, because this marriage, this husband is neglecting her, he's hiding her from the world, he's not being the person, like she didn't recognize him anymore. He wasn't that sweet, loving, affectionate husband that she once knew, you guys. So we know that that marriage wasn't okay, and we know that he was in love with his mistress. So I also saw, you guys, I also came upon this article where they mentioned that the phone calls made to the hitman was from the mistress's cell phone. So I was like, to what extent was her involvement? But I don't want to get into it, you guys, because she did say in court that she didn't know anything. And I mean, Christopher he didn't mention her. She wasn't an accessory, even though she could have been, but none of that evidence came about. So in this case, she's quite innocent. So we don't know, you guys. That left me quite suspicious. I mean, 17 phone calls using my cell phone. I would want to know, who the hell are you calling? If you're my man, if you're my boyfriend, like 17 calls from my cell phone. Like, surely she should have known some. But yeah, so that's it for them. So it's very sad because this woman, she had a whole life ahead of her, and all they did was just to murder the poor lady. Furthermore, you guys, Christopher was found guilty of murder. Sinetemba was found guilty of murder and robbery. Zolani was found guilty of conspiracy to commit murder, you guys. Tando, initially, you guys, he had an immunity until he went back and made this bad decision to take back everything he said, and said that the police actually coerced him into lying or committing or saying that all of this happened when it actually didn't. And the court didn't take that kindly, you guys, because you're literally saying that police were lying about all of this, where the video clip about Christopher actually confirmed everything. So that's when he also got arrested, and he was yet to be trialed. I didn't really catch up with that, but he was trialed and he was arrested then and there. So that is it, you guys, for this case. I really feel bad for the family. I really feel bad for the family and friends of Jade. I mean, she was only 28 years old. She was quite young. She had a whole bright future ahead of her. I mean, I'm sure she's still to this day dearly missed by everybody close to her, pupils at her old school. You know, it was just a sad situation, just a completely sad situation, you guys. And also it was said that the mistress knew all along about Jade, right? And the whole thing that happened where Jade, there was even times when Jade was away on family vacations or out with friends, she would go in there and make herself comfortable. So a woman of that type of caliber is literally capable of anything, you guys. Like, I don't bypass anything by her. So that's just my opinion, you guys. I really feel bad for the family and my heart bleeds for them. So that is it on today's case, you guys. Let me know if there's any other cases you guys want me to cover. Comment down below. So shout out to The Plug and Nicole Claire. Yeah, I think it's Nicole Claire. They also have crime channels, and they were literally the inspiration for me to do this case. So let me know, you guys, and let me know what you think of this case. Do you know about the murder that happened to Jade? Did you guys follow the trial? Let me know. Let's keep the conversation going. So that's it for today, from me to you, with so much love. I'll see you guys on my next video.